Hello guys, in this video we are going to talk about the leg spin variations. The last video that I created was on off-spin bowling. Off-spinners obviously they make use of their fingers to turn the delivery. On the other hand, the leg spinners they make use of their wrist. The leg spinners are becoming very popular in white ball cricket and T20 cricket because they tend to give the extra flight, and when you're giving the extra flight the batsmen get tempted to slog you out of the ground, and in this attempt they end up throwing the wicket. Sometimes they jump down the wicket and get stumped, sometimes they connect it but they do not connect it well enough and they get caught in the deep. So the leg spinners are becoming very popular. The wrist spinners in particular, you can also include the Chinamen in this category. So in this video, I'll be discussing about the variations of a leg spinner. But before we jump into the variations, let us talk about the natural variations that a leg spinner can implement. And those are basically using the crease to their effect. Like sometimes you have seen Praveen Tambe in the IPL, he bowls like way before he actually reaches the landing crease. So that is something that you can make use of. Apart from that, you can bowl from like slightly away from the stumps, and then you can make use of release points, like you can bowl it from the top or you can use the side angle to bowl. This will just keep the batsman guessing, they'll not know what you're going to be up to, and obviously it comes as an advantage for you. Let us go to the variations now, and yes, make sure you watch the video till the very end because I'll be including video clips of two very popular leg spinners, Imran Tahir and Rashid Khan. I'll tell you why I'm choosing these two leg spinners. I've chosen Imran Tahir because he makes use of the conventional tips and tricks of leg spinners, the way he bowls, the way he uses his wrist position, the way he bowls his wrong ones. They're actually copybook, like textbook cricket. On the other hand, Rashid Khan, he has his concepts very clear. Like he knows what a wrong one is, what a classical leg spin delivery is, and then he makes use of his own little tricks that he has come up with to bowl those deliveries. So you can also do the same, whatever works your way. Once you have the concepts clear, like what a wrong one does, what a slider does, or what a top spinner does, you can bowl it the way you want, whatever works well for you. So let us go to the variations, and I'm sure you're going to be liking it. Make sure you watch it till the very end. The basic grip for a leg spinner is something like this. You have two fingers at the top of the seam and two at the bottom. And then you release the ball this way. So it just pitches and goes away from the right hander. This is the normal stock delivery for a leg spinner. Now let us jump to the variations. The first variation that we'll talk about is the top spinner. What a top spinner does is, it just pitches on the seam and bounces. The extra bounce is something that does the trick. When do you bowl the top spinner? You bowl the top spinner when you feel that the batsman is not reading you well enough. So how do you bowl it? Here you go. The seam is pretty much straight. The grip almost same, in fact the same. You have two fingers on the top and two at the bottom. Now your normal leg spinner moves this way. In case of top spinner, what you need to do is change your wrist position to something like this at the point of release and release it on the seam. So what this will do is, the ball will have its revolution this way, straight, pitches, bounces, skids on. A very good delivery to surprise the batsman. At the point of release, the back of your hand should point towards the covers, and the ball is released seam up. Let us move to the next variation now, the wrong one. The wrong one, or the googly, is the most important variation that every leg spinner should be knowing about. It is one of the best options that people consider. The normal leg spin delivery, it just goes away from the right-handed batsman. The wrong one moves the other way around. It goes into the right-handed batsman. Most bowlers prefer using this to the left-handed batsman, as it goes away from the left-handed batsman. So how do you bowl it? You have the same grip, two fingers at the top, two at the bottom. However, at the point of release, the back of the hand faces the batsman. It's a very tough delivery to bowl, but once you get your practice sessions correctly, I'm sure you will be able to bowl this well. Two fingers at the top, two at the bottom. At the point of release, you bowl it this way. The back of the hand faces the batsman. So what this will do is, this one will turn the other way around. A point to note here is that when you bowl this, the seam of the ball will be facing towards fine leg. So the ball will pitch and it will turn the other way. The next variation that we'll talk about is the slider. A slider is a very good ball to get LBW decisions. A slider just lands a little lower than the normal leg spin delivery and it slides on. So it just kind of surprises the batsman, and you can obviously have your LBW decisions coming your way. So what's the difference and how do you bowl it? The grip remains the same. 2 fingers top of the seam, 2 at the bottom. Suppose your normal leg spin delivery is bowled this way, from this angle. In case of slider, you just bowl it from a slightly wider angle. And when you release the ball, you try to have the seam going square. So instead of a normal conventional leg spin delivery which spins this way, or the top spinner which goes this way, your slider goes this way. The seam goes square. So it will just land and skid on, slide on. A very good delivery and a must have for every leg spinner. Now let's go to the last and the final variation that I have for you guys in this video, and it is called the flipper. A flipper comes out of the hand quicker than every other delivery. This is quite difficult to bowl because you're not trying to use your fingers or the top of your hand to spin the delivery. Instead, you're trying to just squeeze the ball out of your hands. So consider this thing. You try to snap between these 2 fingers, something like this. Just quickly release it. The balls come out from the back of the hand, like probably you use the strength from this region instead of the normal leg spin delivery which uses the strength from the fingers and the complete wrist. In this case, your back of the hand is the main part. The ball comes out from the back of the hand and just moves quickly. It's a flipper. Try to squeeze the ball between your fingers. As I said, snap between these 2 fingers, the ring finger and the thumb. A quick one. So what this will do, it will come out quicker from the hand and just skid on from the pitch. A very good delivery. Shane Warne used to bowl it really well. Stuart McGill is someone else who I can recall who bowled the flipper really well.
Screen, the leg break, it comes out, and then the wrong end coming out more out of the back of the hand, or even the ball that goes straight on. So good variations for the leg spinner.
So I hope you had fun, you liked the video and you had some learning as well. Try this at your end. Maybe because of the video and the limited resources that I have, I couldn't show you the actual implementation of delivery on the pitch and all of that. But I'm sure you at least picked up some points and this video was of some use to you. Show some love, please like, share, subscribe, and do comment if there's something else that you would want me to work on. And until I see you next time, have a great time, have fun.